Well, you never know what's going on behind the scenes, do you? My guest tonight is our dear friend, Erin Kiernan. What's it been? A couple of months now. We've been talking about this during commercial breaks.
Yes.
And now you're ready to let everybody in on the secret. You think there ought to be a law.
I do. Children and their families should be treated the same by corporations.
The way it is now, they're not.
No.
How did you figure this out?
By accident. I thought I was going to be bringing a baby home last summer, and so I inquired about our family leave policy. Then was visiting with many of my colleagues who have had biological children. Their jaws all dropped and said, "What? Well, I got paid leave." And I said, "Well, I can't. There is no such thing."
And this is common.
It's very common.
You've got some research on benefits children receive by having that time with the parent.
It's huge for parents to bond with their babies, to set new routines. You know this. It's a huge adjustment for people. So it's good for employees, which means it's good for employers, and it is the best for kids.
Personal to you for several reasons. Because, first of all, David, and I know we have a photo of him, the son you gave up for adoption when you were a teenager. A lot of people know about this. I'm sure some people don't. But talk about what a blessing adoption was at that point in your life.
You know, I would never say that getting pregnant at 16 was a great thing, but this family came into my life, and we're thrilled to be adopting my son. And we're family. That's the only way to put it. And it's been wonderful. And it's rather ironic, I guess, that now I'm trying to be on the other side of this equation.
Talk about that desire for you and Michael to grow your family.
Well, I've never thought of my adult life without thinking of being a mom. And it's the same for Michael. He always just assumed. And it's a really, really hard journey when you have to fight so hard to try and make that a reality.
No matter what happens for you and Michael, you're still pushing for this law.
I am. If we never get to adopt a child, I will fight tooth and nail for adoptive families to be treated equally. I'm not asking for special treatment. I want to make that really, really clear. It's just that if a company says, if you deliver a baby, you get X number of weeks at X percentage of your pay, if I'm bringing home a baby that somebody else delivered, it should be the same.
Who's against equal maternity leave?
I don't know. I'm sure I will find out.
Well, economically, is there dollars and cents to employers here that should be factored in?
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because there is a substantial amount of research out there about companies that offer adoption benefits and how it impacts their bottom line. It doesn't, because fewer than 1% of employees ever take advantage of that benefit.
It's not like fairness and equality is going to lead to an entire workforce going out and adopting kids and not showing up for work.
Exactly.
Yes,
I don't think people would be motivated to do that.
As a journalist, did you struggle with making a law versus sitting back and reporting on laws?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was very hard for me to cross that line, I guess.
What was the tipping point?
I was mad. You know, it's not right. It's not fair. And those are things that have motivated me to do journalism.
Erin, I'm just so proud of you for taking on this great cause. But you can bet we'll let you know what happens with Erin's Law. I guess we'll call it. Thanks so much for opening up, sharing all that, and thanks for spending 3 minutes in the chair.
My pleasure.